I heard a noise outside. Better investigate. A ghost. Alright. Eat my fish. Now I'm ready for anything. Where are you going? Get back here, kid. Right, you're gonna cook some popcorn chicken and rice while you watch, because now you're hungry and you haven't eaten lunch. Oh, I had lunch. I had the biggest lunch. I had a ton of spaghetti. Are there ghosts in the game? There's at least one. He's slightly transparent. I'm not sure if you can tell on your end. Where you going, kid? I'm going as fast as I can. Not going to the graveyard. You taking me to the witch's hut? I think that's the only thing left. Are you going to the place that takes 200 wood to build a bridge? Oh, hello there, dearie. Is there anything I can help you with? No, that sounds like quite the story. I'm afraid I haven't seen any ghosts around here. Though I am glad you're here, dearie. I am in need of assistance. Would you be willing to help? Thank you, sweetie. A while back I lost something precious to me. A locket. It was very dear to me. It fell off my neck while I was leaving the lagoon to the west. If you can fix the bridge and retrieve my locket, I will be very grateful to you. I'm sure fixing the bridge will be a simple job for you. It's always easier when you're young. Until then, you can always visit me during my shop hours on Saturdays. Good luck, dearie. I move slower. Get a lantern. I move slower in the dark? I didn't know that. This is definitely a place where you'd find some turtles, though. She's lying. She probably hiding the ghost boy, right? Let me get this ghost turtle. Oh, he's struggling. Oh, I got a frog. I think Saturday might be market day. I thought it was still like 5 a.m., but apparently the ghost woke me up at midnight. My body wouldn't let me sleep. Ooh, a catfish. Catfish is a pretty good sign. I know catfish and turtles like to hang out. There's a place near where I live where a mulberry tree hangs over... Ooh, crayfish. Where a mulberry tree hangs over a lake. And the turtles hang out there, like hundreds of them. Maybe not hundreds, but like I once saw like, I'll say like 40 of them just hanging out under the tree. And what you do is you kick the tree real hard and a bunch of mulberries will fall into the lake. They all went nuts for it. It was a good time. My son insisted we go there because there was a turtle he saw when he was a little kid. When he was like 2 or 3. He was getting all upset because he was like, I bet the turtle doesn't even remember me. And I'm like, well, let's find out. So we went to the store and we bought some raspberries. And we went to the lake and we found millions of turtles. That's one of my wins as a dad. I don't have too many of them. I mean, I don't do a bad job. But if I can throw a bunch of turtles into the mix, it sure doesn't hurt. Huh. Alright, we didn't find any turtles over here. Is this a flower I can pick? No. We're a million miles from anything. So that's where the ghost boy is dead. Well, the ghost clearly walked us over to the witch. He was just chilling at midnight. What's the deal? 200 wood. And I get like 2 at a time from shaking trees like this. I don't know if there's a better way to get wood. Alright, well, what is this place over here? Nothing like sneaking up on a hunter in the middle of the night. It's locked. Oh, sheeps. Can I go in here? I mean, I could have swore like the ghost boy, or my money was that the ghost boy would lead me here. But nah. I wonder if the town people just straight up die occasionally. Maybe the town people live forever and only I die. That would be a pretty raw deal. Okay, the market is Sunday. Fish, please. You want shrimps? I can find those. You want apricots? I mean, shoot, I'll try. If anything, I would say there's too many quests. Like, I can hardly do any of these. Can I stow away on the ship? Yar. Wonder if my fishwife is up yet. Heck yeah, you got a mission? You want turnip soup. I can make that happen. If you've ever wanted to plant a plum tree, spring is the perfect time to do it. Cool, cool. I don't envy Cat Hopkins' job having to clean up after drunk sailors every weekend. Farewell. You know, when we went in the tavern, like, we never saw anybody. Maybe it's just because we never went on the weekend. Alright, let's go make some turnip soup. I need something else for that. Like, we got the turnips. We got turnips for days. I heard of a game that's being released called Grave Season. That doesn't actually ring a bell. What's it about? Oh, this guy back here has a quest. Can I go in? You on the other side of the fence? Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Jack Watt, the carpenter. You want breakfast? Got it. Happy hands may like work. May want to keep that in mind as you work on that farm of yours. So long. Wait, what do you build? Oh, you can build my barns. And a coop. You can upgrade to a salt box home. It just takes everything. I need to invent glass. I mean, that all sounds great. Some flowers. Grave Season is a life sim which mashes together quaint farming gameplay of Stardew Valley with a serial killer murder mystery. It's up to you to get the Obama series of murders plaguing the small village you call home. See, that sounds fun to me. I do feel strongly that, like, what my games need are more death. My farming sims. I'm actually kind of tired of cozy games being farming sims. Like, you don't have to be a farming sim. Like, there's other cozy lives out there. I want to be a baker. There's lots of, like, shop manager ones. Maybe a fun game where you make paintings. I did play a cute game like that. It was called Painter's Guild. It was pretty nice. Farming and murder. It's like a 2-for-1 special, right? Nobody wants anything more. Lemon Cake is a cozy baking game. I've played it. Yeah, it was pretty good. You never beat that one. I'm actually a little nervous about Echoes of Plum Grove here. I'm not sure I'll be able to beat it. Because, like, finding things like 200 wood seem a little unrealistic from what I've seen so far. There's a possibility in the game you accidentally marry the serial killer. What if you intentionally marry the serial killer? Not that I would, but I would. Are any of these plants done? Nope. Alright. What does it take to make turnip soup? Ooh, dried fish. Bread and onions? Who puts bread in soup? I'm offended. Get flour and eggs. Maybe we level up our cooking skills and do cooler things. And it takes 8 turnips? Well, shoot. Even if I wanted to make that for her, I could only make 1. There we go. Let's dry out some catfish. Makes for good gameplay, right? Like, I just want to be happily married to a serial killer. It's all I've ever wanted, really. You got an apiary here. Do you sell tulips? You've got bee flowers. Or bee... bee embroidery? What do you call it when you, like, make the things, like... God. I'm drawing a blank. You know, it's like the little stitched patterns. You do it on this little tambourine looking thing. Have I lost my mind? Probably. Alright. Let's eat my pemmican. I'm gonna stay fat and healthy this whole time. But these things, it's like a little stitchy thing. Embroidery pattern. Cross stitch, yeah. A nice cozy game where I cross stitch would be fun. Hi Roguefire, how are you? Alright, so we needed bread and onions. Make the soup. It's just so expensive. Hard to justify. Here. I'll sell you some frogs. Some flowers. In exchange for 2 breads. How long do they last? 7 days. I think that'll work out. But now where do I go for onions? You're well, just lurking. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I heard you're good friends with Julia, who's been hanging out here a lot. But frankly, you're good friends with everybody in that circle. It's one of the coolest things about streaming is I noticed there are everyone's connected in these like big friend groups, and for some reason I didn't really expect that. Hey, you farmers gonna sell me some onions? Yeah, I suppose you could. Oh, I tried. Hey, you were worried about me this morning. Everything okay, or did life just happen? Yeah, what did happen? So, I went to like a work, let's call it a team building exercise for like 2 straight days. And it was just a ton of work. It was like early in the morning to like late at night. Like I get home and I need to feed my kids and all the chores that I normally do while I'm at home because I work at home. And so like I wake up at 4 a.m. and I go to bed at like 10 p.m. and never had a break anywhere in there. And so on Wednesday, I just kind of like died. Wait, today's Wednesday. Today I died. I just said, I'm taking a mental health day. And I slept in a little bit. My kids have the day off. And so I hung out with them and we watched My Little Pony. I made my son write a giant apology letter to a girl he's been bullying at school. Like, he wrote his own letter at first. It was like, sorry about that thing I did to you. And I'm like, that's not how you apologize. Like, you really need, like, the full page. You gotta say, like, you've got to recognize what you did. You have to be specific. Like, sorry for this exact thing I've done to you. This is why I did it. And I realize I was wrong now. You know, I made him throw in a line like, I don't actually hate you. I actually think you're a decent person. I just think it's funny the way you reacted. And so I had ChatGPT help. I was like, ChatGPT, what are the elements of a good, sincere apology letter? And it gave me like 8 things. And so you got like a... Because I always forget. And you have to teach them early, otherwise their apologies are always going to be like, I'm sorry you feel that way. And those apologies suck. Julia's your New Zealand bestie? That's awesome. Hey, I'm tired and it's night. That normally doesn't happen. Alright, so I've got the bread. I need like 4 more turnips. And then we can make the turnip soup. I leveled up my social skill and learned a doghouse. I can invite people to live with me in the doghouse, I'm sure. That's awesome. Yeah, great parenting, by the way. Thank you. At least AI will know how to apologize for the uprising, right? I think AI is gonna be a huge part of my children's life. And so I try to get them to interface with it whenever I can. Like, it's just going to be everywhere. There's no stopping it. And so I want my kids to be, like, able to use it. Get it to help them out when they need. And so, like, if you want to cook something, ask ChatGPT how to cook something. Like, always be skeptical. Be like, I don't think green beans belong in an omelet. It will take in consideration our feelings while taking over the world, right? That was part of the work retreat I was at. There were a lot of talks on AI and what it's capable of and what we're using it for. Did I... Hang on. Did I just destroy that? I think I did. Shoot. It looked like I was picking at it. Or picking it. Alright. I eat the pemmican. But somebody showed me, like, an AI software developer at work. Because that was something they've been bragging about recently. There's an AI developer you can buy to work at your company named Devin, and he's not that good. Just like straight up doesn't listen to you half the time. Like it does okay. I've seen worse human developers, but that's not saying much. Did world domination make the list of things to do with AI? I mean, that's always a goal for me. I've been trying to think of ways I could integrate AI with the stream. Like, I could have an AI chatbot that just listens to me and prompts me with questions that make me, like, better at, you know, just everyday banter. Would really help for the slow times when nobody's watching. And nobody would ever know. What am I going to sell at the market? All my turnips have a purpose. Guess we fish. Maybe all the cherries I stole from the neighbors. But another thing I was thinking of doing with AI, I could have it write code to like call YouTube's API, grab all my videos so I can track trends, and then do some very like basic machine learning to like figure out what people like. Like compare my transcripts to the sections in time when videos are doing well so I can see what people like when I say. Sell the cherries back to the neighbors I stole it from. Yeah. Man, these seagulls are making me nervous. That 3 boots in a row? There we go, a single fish.